Hey folks, welcome to episode 3 of WWE in 2009, The Road to Perfection. May as well call it that. So here we are, first episode of Smackdown, similar to Raw. It's not the biggest roster in the world, but I think that can be more beneficial to making sure the storylines get good. The only thing I'm worrying about is repetitive matches. But shows are going well, we're continuing on the storylines that WWE had at this time, and hopefully, we're in a good position. Glad to say I discovered the issue of ECW. Under the brand split, basically, it was under a different type of focus, more modern rather than everything else. So that's why fans were expecting, a couple of spots in that. So changed that up just to make it the same as Raw and SmackDown, because effectively at that time, that is the way the ECW was going. But we're not here for ECW. We're here to let it roll. SmackDown 2009, 500 people at the United Center. And we start off with Batista and basically asking Mysterio why he was supposed to be his friend. But continuing on that kind of feud they had at that time, where Batista's just continually asking questions of Ray, supposed to be my friend, where were you at this instance, where were you at that? Just a proper verbal beatdown of Rey Mysterio Jr. So a B plus 85, got the show off to a strong start, it got the crowd hotter, and the Animal Unleashed storyline continues. Opener was a decent matchup with CM Punk with long hair, defeating Jimmy Wang Yang in 542 the Pepsi Plunge, a B-76. Punk by 92, Jimmy Wang Yang by 52. Would Punk be a 92 at that time? Absolutely not. There is a lot of inflated pops in this, so we're going to have to get used to it. But hey, we're telling different stories. So one thing we will do, Punk will get his head shaved bald at one point, and Punk will come back as the other Punk, or Summer of Punk, a different version of Summer of Punk. But Punk improves, flying in performance, and Jimmy Wang Yang performing the enhancement role absolutely perfect. After the matchup, just a promo from CM Punk and Luke Gallows. B83 just basically telling us all to accept straight edge into our life. Whether we get Serena, probably not as quickly, maybe in a middle of next year. Really just depends how her stats go, and as soon as she wants to come up from developmental. I don't want to rush people. They won't come up until they're moaning and saying I'm done with developmental. So got the crowd hotter. Punk was good. Gallows underperformed. Decent though. Next up in the tag division, a very thin tag division it must be said. Decent matchup. Crime Time defeated the Hart Dynasty in 10-19. When JTG defeated Tyson Kidd with the spinning headlock drop. The BA is pretty solid. Natalia doing some good work at ringside as the heel manager for the Dynasty. Excellent chemistry between DH Smith and Tyson Kidd, as to be expected. Much better performance from the heels, but we're building Crime Time up. It was an absolute tragedy and just a travesty that they never won a tag team championship when they were with WWE together. So that's definitely one wrong that we're going to right, and a good win. The baby faces, a lot of skill improvements, so it's going to see a lot of development of wrestlers over time. Backstage segment, and of course we have to continue the unfortunate angle that was Peggy James. That's what the storyline's called, I'm afraid. So basically we just had Michelle McCool distract Mickie James and Layla attack her. So I'm not too sure I'm going to do the women's division. It's not the most in-depth one, but we'll see. Then if John Morrison came down to do guest commentary as he prepares to watch his opponent for the IC title at Survivor Series. John Morrison is the champ. It was a B79. And the co-main event of the night was a decent matchup that saw Dolph Ziggler defeat R-Truth in 1404, illegally using the ropes for leverage. So on the road to perfection, hopefully, a B80 here. Both guys, okay performances, they had good chemistry. I also made this a show-stealing match, basically, just to go for it. Sorry, not steal. Just made them go all out. Sorry, I should have said that instead. But Ziggler couldn't deal with the pressure. Truth couldn't deal with the stamina, and he's already getting declining physical ability before his main event push. Because I do want to do a heel Truth, because that was a very eventful couple of months when he done it back in 2011. And then we have a heated exchange of words between Ziggler and Morrison, just really taunting over the Intercontinental Championship. We just our main event, we just have The Undertaker saying Jericho and Big Show can try and team up all they want, but at Survivor Series they of course will. rest in peace. That's a B+89. And our main event, fairly successful, B+88. Superb wrestling match with great heat. Saw Jerry Show defeat Rey Mysterio and Undertaker in 1736 when the Big Show defeated Rey Mysterio with the chokeslam. Didn't want the tag champs losing twice in 2 nights, so I just felt like Big Show gets to dominate and win. Mysterio just having a bad time. Much better performance of Big Show because of the great chemistry of a tag team here. Mysterio and Taker doing well, and it advances the main event storyline with a lot of performance skills improving as well. And I finished the show with Batista coming out attacking Rey Mysterio before Batista bombing him right through the announce table. So a lot of heat on Batista, a B+89, and we finish Smackdown with a B+87, increasing our pop in 15 regions. I just wish it was at a stage where it would tell you where you've increased it. Maybe I should be noting down, what our pop is in certain places at start of episodes and seeing where it improves for there. So ECW was showing FCW Weekly. Let's see what actually they're showing in developmental, because this will give you an idea of people that have started to come up. So Leroy Morgan and Leo Kruger. So that is, I've got no idea who that is. But anyway, Leo Kruger. So we won't have Adam Rose, we could have Leo Kruger. Tamina and Penny Cash. Alright, that's who Penny Cash was. Tamina, we'll get a picture when she comes up to the main roster. Serena and AJ Lee going for the Queen of FCW, so it's going to be cool getting AJ Lee up from developmental. Kurt Hawkins and Caval and Justin Angel defeated Skip Sheffield for the FCW heavyweight title. So a few things I want to quickly check. ECW at 0.58 is actually just to show you developmental to see the kind of people you'll see over time in the future. So AJ Lee, Ixana, Alberto Del Rio, Alex Riley, Big E Langston, Bo Rotundo, and Bo Dallas. We'll probably change a lot of them to their WWE names at one point. With the younger DiBiase, don't think he ever made it. Kurt Hawkins, Daniel Bryan's down there, so let's be honest, he won't be there very long, and then we're going to give him a mega push, which will be cool. Darren Young, a former Dawson Alexander, way before David Otunga. We just took his real name, he was still Dawson Alexander. Derek Bateman, don't know who Dino Carter is. Donnie Marlowe, of course. Camacho he ended up being. Duke Rotundo, the eventual Bray Wyatt. Eli Cottonwood. Dylan Klein, I don't know who he ever became. Gus Mahoney is a referee, I believe. Heath Slater. The Usos are down there. Joey Matthews. We could even bring him back up as a wrestler and have Eminem again. Probably not though. Johnny Curtis, Johnny Prime, of course, the eventual Lucky Cannon, I think that was. But it's just a mod. Didn't have a lot of these guys. Oh my god, look at Brian Cage down there. Pictures, so we'll have to basically edit them in when they come up. Lance Cade we could bring back up. Obviously, tragic what happened with him, but a good chance to change the course of history and what could have been. As I say, a couple of guys there. Laviani, so Carly Perez. Barry Griffiths, Big Mason Ryan, Michael McGillicuddy, Michael Tarver, Naomi. So a couple of people that are starting to, ring a bell of who they are. Percy Watson's in there. It's a lot of the female wrestlers that didn't seem to make it this time. Serena, Ryback, Sweet Papi Sanchez, Dark Pain, Black Pain, that was it as well. They gave him that, that's right, I remember that gimmick. Tamina, Titus, Wade Barrett, Wes Briscoe. Some hell of athletes there. Ricky, I'm really looking forward to using Ricky Steamboat. No, Ricky. Where is he? Where's his son? Have I missed him? I'm going to say Ricky Steamboat, and we could actually technically use him if we wanted, but no, what's his son's name again? Oh, that's going to annoy me. Because he wouldn't have retired at this time. I can't believe. Middle of recording a video and I cannot remember for the life of me. Ricky Steamboat. Who his son was. Richie. I knew it was close. So, is he in this mod? Oh, yes. Well, I said I wasn't going to sign many people. I think we can make an exception here, because Richie eventually did go to WWE. and obviously retired for developmental because of a back injury. But yeah, it'd be cool to change the course of history with something like that. So yeah. So before I end this, I do want to ask a few questions for the comments section. 2009, did anybody ever watch FCW or go back and see the kind of stuff? What kind of stuff impressed you back then? Because I do remember watching wee bits and bobs, so the idea of who some of these wrestlers were when they came up and others, I was just confused. So let me know. As always, if you're playing TW, let us know how your saves are going, what your thoughts are on wrestling at the moment, wrestling how it was in 2009. If you've somehow stumbled across this mod, how are you finding it? And yeah, just any general wrestling comments, likes, subs, all that jazz are deeply appreciated. Hopefully it's a nice change of pace, and hopefully we'll see you for the next episode or second for Monday Night Raw coming up in the next couple of days. But cheers for watching, much appreciated. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll speak to you all real soon. Bye bye.